Hello students, welcome to Edubbey's Global Solution, and our mathematics class again we're going to be looking at another topic, mean, median, mode and range. Okay, so we have our interactive content here that will serve as a guide for this class, and also we have past questions that will serve as backup even after we are through with the examples illustrated in this class. Okay, so let's start with some of these activities. The very first thing we're going to be looking at generally is what? Average. So the word average, when you are trying to say average, what does it mean? Okay, said dash is a single value that summarizes or represents the general significance of a set of equal values. So that is average. So when you are trying to summarize or you are trying to represent information that comprises of so many details in, then we say that we use average. Okay, so under average, to measure average, we have three basic principle method which we are going to be considering in this class. Okay, so the first one there is mode. Okay, so let's look at this activity. The dash is the value occurring the most. The mode is the value that occurs most. So when you have a set of data, so the highest occurring number set or data set in such arrangement is the mode. Okay, so now we want to look at the median. Okay, so the dash is the middle value when all the data is arranged in order of size. Okay, so when you arrange your data in either ascending order or descending order, then the middle value that is being obtained is what we call median. So we have median, that's the second measure of average that we are considering. And the third one here is mean. So the dash is formed by adding together all the value of the data and then divided by the total numbers of the data. So if you have a data set, you add all the data set together, then you divide it by the total number of such data. Then we refer to that as mean. Okay. Now, when you want to look at another significant measure here, which is spread. On that spread, it is possible for two sets of data to have the same mean and median but different. Based on what we have talked about, that mean is what? Adding all the data together divided by the total number of the data set. The median is the middle value after we are done arranging our data set. Okay, so there's a probability that we might have by the time we are solving an example, we have our mean to be 5 and our median to be 5, but it's not possible for us to have this. They must have different spreads. In what sense that some of the values can be 10 while the other one will be 12. So they must have a different spread. So the simple measure of spread is what we call range. So we can now say that range is the difference between the largest and the smallest value in a data. So when you have the largest value and the smallest value, you find the differences, then that is how we calculate range. Okay, let's check we are right. So now let's look at the activities that we have here. We are going to be solving this together. Let's look at that. That's the data set. The data set has been given to us, which is we have 1 0 3 4 1 2 1 2 5 5 0 1 2 3. Okay, so what we first and foremost there is that we have to find the mean, the median, the mode, and the range of this data set. So we are going to be doing that one after the other. The mean is telling us that we add all the data set and divide it by the total number of the data. So we count this data, we have 15 rather data altogether. So the total number is 15. Okay, so if we want to calculate the mean, then we add it to be 1 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4. Okay, plus 1 plus 2 plus 1, okay, plus 1 plus 2 plus 5, okay, plus 5 plus 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3. We are dividing everything by 15 because that's the total number of the set. Okay, so having that, we have 30. By the time we add it together, that is 1 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4 plus 2. Until when we get to 3, we give us 30. So we have 30 divided by what? 15. How many times can 15 goes in 30? That is 2. So that implies that the mean of this data set is 2. Now, for us to get the median, is either we have told us that is the middle value when we arrange our data set. So is either we are arranging ascending order, I mean from the smallest to the largest, or we arrange from the descending order, that is from the largest to the smallest. So in this situation here, we are going to be arranging from the smallest to the largest. So we have it as 0, 0. After 0, we have 1, 1, 1, 1. I think we have how many 1 here? We have 5 ones. Okay, then we have 4 twos. We have 2. We are supposed to put comma in between these values so that we're able to show the differences. Okay, so we have 4 twos. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 3, how many? Just 1, 3. Okay, how many 4 do you have? We have 1, 4. Then how many 5? This is 1. Okay, that's the first 5, and we have another 5. So we have 2 5, so 5 and 5. So since we said the total number here is what? Is 15. So we count 14 to this side, count 14 to the other side, then we pick the middle value. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Okay, we are talking about 11, right? So we count the total number is what? Is 15. Okay, so if we are getting the total number to be 15, that implies that we are counting that's 15 divided by 2, that's 7.5. So that implies that we are counting 7 to the first side, 7 to the other side. So let's count 7 on this side again. Sorry, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that's the first 7. Let's count on this side now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so the middle value here is what? Is 2. So the median here, we can say the median equals 2. Okay, but then let's look at it. The highest occurring number. From here, you can even see that 1 occurs how many times? 5 times. So 1 is the highest occurring number. Then for the range, you say that it's different between the lowest, the highest value minus the lowest. So from here, the highest is what? 5. And the lowest is what? 0. So 5 minus 0 will give us what? That is 5. And that gives us the solution to that problem. So let's quickly put the right answer inside the boxes and let's drag. So from here, we calculated the mean. We said it's 15, 30 over 15, and that is 2. Okay. After the arrangement, we know the missing value here is what? The missing value is 4. Okay. Now for the range, 5 minus 0 will give us 5. Let's check if we are right with the arrangement. Okay. Now fine. That's good since we've already made the calculation earlier. So now let's have the mean of group data. Clear that mean is addition upon number divided by total numbers of that data set. Okay. So the mean of for group data can only be an estimate as the position of the data within a group is not known. So we can only estimate mean of a group data because position of each data in a group is not specified. So we use what we call class interval when we are dealing with group data. We want to calculate mean. Okay, so an estimate is made by calculating the middle interval value for a group, and then assign that mid interval value to all the data within the group. Okay, so what we do is that if you have to calculate the mean of a group data, we said that it's an estimate. Okay, and how to calculate estimate? To calculate the mid value, that is, we having the two interval, you add it up and you divide it by 2. So whatever we have as an answer is what we call the mid value. You can see how we can actually calculate mean from the picture here. Okay, so now let's quickly do these activities and let's solve the question that we have there. Okay, so the history test course for a group of 40 students in the group frequency shown below. So you can say that instead of a specific number, what we have here, what we have a class interval. So we have the frequency to be 2, 4, 14, 16, 4, and it's already calculated. So I'll show you how we get the mean value and how we get how we can get mean. Okay, so basically when you are finding the mean group data, mean, we can indicate it at x bar. Then the calculation is summation f of x divided by summation x. That is summation of, that is addition of the frequency multiplied by the mid interval value, then divided by the addition or the total number of the frequency. So for here, let's see how we get this. So what we've done here is that, okay, midpoint now, just put it here beside the table. So the first thing we do is what? We have 19 plus 0, okay, divided by 2. When you have 19 plus 0, 19 plus 0 will give us 19. So 19 divided by 2 will give us 19.5, and that's how we got this first one. This first one, 19.5. So the next one is we have 20, okay, plus 39 divided by 2. Okay, so 20 plus 29, that is what? I think that should be 59. Okay, so we have 59 divided by 2. The 59 divided by 2 will give us 29.5. We come here again, the third one, 40 plus 59 divided by 2. That should be 99 over 2, right? So 99 over 2 divided by 2 will give us 49.5. Then we come to 60 plus 79 divided by 2. I believe that should be what? That should be 139. 139 divided by 2 will give us 69.5. And the last one, which is 80 plus 99, okay, we have it to be divided by 2. I believe that should be 178, right? So 179, rather. 179 divided by 2 will give us what? 89.2. So having get that, then we can now multiply our midpoint with the frequency, that is 2 multiplied by 9.5. That gives 19. 4 multiplied by 29.5. That gives 118. 14 multiplied by 49.5. That gives 693. Okay. 16 multiplied by 69.5 give 1112. Then 4 multiplied by 89.5 give 358. So if you want to get your mean now, we add all of this together. That is 19 plus 108 plus 693, okay, plus 1112 plus 358. Everything divided by the total number of the frequency. The total number of the frequency is what? Is 40. From here, so we are divided by 40. So having doing that, then we add up. So by the time we add up, they are going to be having 2,300 divided by 40. So we have 2,300 divided by 40. Answer is going to be 57.5, and that is the mean for this grouped data. So let's drag the right answer into the boxes. After you are done adding this, it will give us 2,300. 2,300 divided by 40 will give us 50.75. Now, the next question is telling us that what is the modal class? We've told you that the most is the highest occurring. So if you look at the modal class, this highest occurring here is what? 60. So the modal class is going to be 60 less than or equals to x less than or equals to 79. And that's the modal class. So let's check. Now we are cool. Now let's look at the past question that we have here. We are going to be solving this past question together. And we are to calculate, okay, then. Now, each throw a dice 80 times. The results are shown in the table. So let's look at the table that we have here. We are going to see that the number of dice and the frequency for those throwing a die, frequency of throwing a 2, the frequency of throwing a 3, a 4, a 5, and a 6. So you have to write down the mode. From here, what is the mode? Mode is the highest occurring, okay? So the mode of this is what? I think it's 60 because 2 is the highest occurring here. If you look at this frequency, so the mode is going to be 2. That is the highest number that is being thrown. Now, if you have to arrange the range, that is the highest minus the smallest. So range is going to be 6 minus 1. 6 minus 1 will give us what? Will give us 5. Now, we have to calculate the median. What I have done here to calculate the median is, by the time you add all of this together, you know it's 49, right? So then plus for the median, you have to arrange them in what? I think that should be 39 places. By the time you are arranging that in ascending order or descending order. So what I've done is I add up this. I think this is around, this is 20 and this is 35. And if you add up this is 36. And what we actually need is what? 39. So that implies that 39 will fall on this frequency 14, which number is what? 3. So that implies our median is going to be 3 plus 3 divided by 2. That is 6 divided by 2, which is 3. Okay. Now for the mean, for you to get the mean, what we just need to do is what? We multiply the frequency with the number of times that is being thrown, then divide by the total numbers of the time, which is 80. So it's going to be summation f of xi over summation f. That is, we are talking with as MEBA. So it's going to be 1 times 15, okay, plus 2 times 16, okay, plus 3 times 14, okay, plus 4 times 11, okay, plus 5 times 9, okay, plus 6 multiplied by 15, all divided by 80. So if that is it, then we have 15 plus 2 times 16 will give us 32, okay. 3 times 14, that's 42. 4 times 11, that is 44. 5 times 9 is 49, and 6 times 15 is 90. So adding up all of them together, we have it to be 268 divided by 80, and that will give us 3.35 if we have to calculate using our calculator, and that's the mean of that given set. So let's look at the next math question that we have there. Okay, so this one here, if you look at it, is a group data. We have to calculate the mean mass. So what we just need to do here is, I'll just show us how we can get it. We have to get the midpoint first. Okay, so we have to get the midpoint. After getting the midpoint, then we can now then find the mean mass, because the question says that we should calculate the mean mass of the given frequency with that mass 0.0 less than m less than or equals to 50 degree, until when we have 200 less than m less than equals to 300. So the very first thing we have to do is we should find the midpoint, or we call it mean interval, which is going to be our xi. Okay, so we have 0 plus 50 divided by 2. That is 50 divided by 2, which is 25. That is the first one for the midpoint one. Now the second one is 50 plus 100 divided by 2. That is 150, right? 50 plus 100 is 150. 150 divided by 2 will give us what? That will give us what's that? That should give us 75. Okay, let's look at the third one. 100 plus 200, that's 300, right? 100 plus 200, 300. Okay, 300 plus divided by 2, that's what? 150. Okay, the last one is 200, which is this. Okay, plus 500 divided by 2, that is 700. 700 divided by 2 will give us 350. Now we can now calculate our mean by multiplying our frequency with our what? With our xi. So 25 multiplied by 43 will give us 1075. 31 multiplied by 37 will give us 2325. Okay, so 750 multiplied by 25 will give us 3750. 21 multiplied by 350 will give us 7350. So for you to get it, it's going to be summation fxi over summation f. That is our mean. So if that is the case, then we add all of this together, since we have multiplied 075 plus 2325, okay, plus 3750 plus 7350 divided by what? Remember, divided by the total number of the letters, which is 120. Okay, having that, adding 1075 up to 7350, or we are going to have 14,500 divided by 2. So if you have that, it's going to be 120.83. And that's take us to the end of the class. We want you to subscribe to our channel www.edubbey.com for the full interactive content of this class.